Hi, Mrs. Matthews class. We are going to create a Thanksgiving placemat. So this is what the end result will look like, something similar to this. You're gonna draw a picture in a circle. I'm gonna scan it in, and then it's gonna go in the center of a laminated big placemat for you to bring home to your families. And you'll use it at your Thanksgiving feast on Friday. This is an example. This is the circle template that you'll use, and we'll scan this in and put it on a placemat for you. So this is what you're doing. You're doing a handprint turkey with your name and the year. So the first thing you're gonna do is get out your colored pencils. The basic colors are brown, green, red, orange, yellow, and black. If you have a larger pack of colored pencils, you're gonna get shades of those. So you can get tan, you can get an olive green, you can get a red orange, a maroon, a light orange, a dark orange, and then shades of yellow. So we have ours out. We're gonna pick a dark color to trace our hand. So Coleman's gonna hold the pencil. You're gonna start on the opposite side so if you're right-handed, you're gonna start on the left and vice versa. You are going to start at the very edge of your hand, and you're gonna press down into the paper with your pencil, and you're also gonna press your hand down to the paper. You're not gonna press the pencil in, because if you do, you'll move your fingers and they'll be wobbly when you're done. You also want to position your hand just like Coleman is. So his fingers are actually touching the top. So we're going to want to scoot his fingers down just a little bit. There we go. And your fingers, you're going to want to spread them out as far as you can. Your thumb, you can bring up just a smidge. That's going to be his head and the feathers. So Coleman's going to start tracing. There you go. And you can just do a light trace the first time. Around each finger. You're doing good. Good. You're gonna lift up your hand, and you can see his tracing is very light, but you can still see it. You're gonna connect the bottoms. So as he does that, I'll show you. So you'll connect those two bottoms right there. And then Coleman is going to go back over this he can use a darker brown, or he can use the brown that he picked out to begin with, and he chose a darker brown. So you're just gonna wanna make sure that you hold your paper still with your helper hand, and you're gonna trace over that hand one more time to make it a little bit darker, because your mommy and daddy, that's gonna be their favorite part of this whole placemat, is seeing your little handprint. So you don't have to overthink it. You can go quick. Just press down hard to where you see the pencil. There you go. Keep going. Good. And get your thumb. Probably want to go over that part one more time. It's not as dark. There you go. All right, and then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up an orange. It doesn't matter what shade of orange you use. Do you like that one? Okay. All right, so we're gonna do 2 legs. So these are the little legs that you're gonna make. So Coleman's you're just gonna draw one line down. Little feet. Another line down. Little feet. Good. While we have our orange in our hand, we're gonna go up to the head, and we're gonna draw a little beak. Good, I love it. All right, now we're gonna pick up a black, and we're gonna make an eyeball. Hold your pencil correctly. There you go. Good. All right, now we are going to take whatever colors you would like, and we are gonna make feathers, okay? So the way I did that was I just went inside the fingers, and I just started at the top, and I zoop, drew a half circle down, half oval, zoop, drew the other one down, a line down the middle, and then drew little hash marks. So Coleman will show you with that one. Good. Hold your pencil right. There you go. All right, straight line down. Good. A little hash marks in. You can do them real quick. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You'll probably want to go back in and make those a little darker at the end. Good. The other side. So cute. All right. Now, what color do you want to make your name?
I'll make it a red.
Red? Okay. So go on the left-hand side where there's space over there and kind of turn the paper and write your name. Mommies and daddies love to see your handwriting years later. Coleman. And you can write 2023 here if there's enough space, or you can turn it and you can write it over here. Coleman fit it all in right there. There you go. All right. And then he's going to pick up the red, and we are going to make, what did we say that was called? I call it the gobbler, but it's not called the gobbler. It's called like the waggle. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember. Something that starts with a W. The turkey neck. All right, so you're going to go a little bit below the beak, and it kind of hangs down from his neck. Gobble, gobble. So you're going to go through and just a little loop, loop, bigger loop at the bottom. There you go. And then you can go ahead and color that in. Hold your pencil correctly. There you go. Good. It's a pretty gobbler. Okay, and then you can take your next, we'll do one more feather, and then we'll do the shade in. Okay, orange next. So do a loop down, another half circle down. And so Coleman did that one a little smaller, but that's okay. There's no mess ups here. So you can take it and you can just kind of go along the outside, or you can keep it as you had it. So that's not messed up at all. And just draw your line down the middle. You can actually probably go from that. There you go. Use that line. All right. And then when you're done doing those little hash marks, you can go back in and you can shade your little feathers to kind of color them in if you'd like. And so to shade, yep, we're going to take the colored pencil and kind of like put it on its side and lightly just back and forth. Coleman will show you how he does that. Yeah. Good. And then you can go back on top and you can draw over those hash marks if you would like them to stand out and make them darker. I'll show you a couple of how he does that. Yeah, so pretty. You can go back in and finish those in just a minute. So then he'll go back in and he'll choose 2 more colors for his feathers, just like I did. And then to fill in the body, I think it always looks pretty if you have as much color on there as possible. You can do multiple shades of brown if you have multiple, so you can start with a tan and then you can layer a brown on top, but you're probably gonna wanna shade with that. So just how we did the feathers when we were kind of coloring those in, yeah, you're just gonna kind of shade it in. And when you're shading, you can go one direction and then you can kind of turn the paper and you can go another direction. So it kind of fills it in a different direction so you don't just see one direction of stroke marks. And with shading, the key is to kind of eliminate the white space. So if you see that like you're getting a lot of white space, then you just won't, when you're shading, you just won't take the pencil, you won't move it as much. So I'm kind of keeping it in the same area and I don't move along until I've got the color I want. So you can kind of do that. So looks pretty. You can go back on top with brown, but you'll keep on going until you color the whole thing in and you finish it and you'll get a finished result similar to that. All right, have fun.
Bye.